Hello StarCraft fans, this is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between iNcontroL, HuK, Kelazhur, and StrifeCro on Dusk Towers. Now this is an Archon Mode match. If you haven't seen one of these before, then I'm going to explain it real quick. So 2 players control a single team. So Kelazhur and StrifeCro are controlling the Terran, and iNcontroL and HuK are controlling the pink Protoss team here, which means that the APM is through the roof. The ability of one person to macro while the other person micros is just fantastic and leads to some really great games. This is actually part of a tournament that was held on November 15th by Blizzard on twitch.tv/StarCraft, and it was basically a way for them to get professional players into Archon Mode situations and see what happens, and the result are some pretty amazing games. Somebody sent me some of their favorite replays from that tournament to falconpaladin@gmail.com and said, will you please cast these? And I said, holy smokes, is this what I think it is? And it was. It was amazing Archon Mode matches from some of my favorite players on Earth, and here we are today. So, in the top right of Dusk Towers, we have the pink Protoss player, rather team. It is iNcontroL and HuK. I know it says barcode, but it's definitely HuK. And in the bottom left of Dusk Towers, we have the red Terran team. It is Kelazhur and StrifeCro. So you've probably seen these names before if you're familiar with the StarCraft 2 scene whatsoever. Really fantastic stuff from both of these teams. Looks like an early expand coming out from the Terran team, and iNcontroL and HuK are probably going to plan on doing the same thing. Just because one basing Protoss is not that great, 2 base is more of the standard. Probably be a, oh no, not a 1-gate expand. Actually going for an early Cyber Core here at the 1 minute and 30 second mark. I'm kind of surprised by that. Again, usually 1 base plays are not that common from Protoss, and I mean 1 base plays include maybe DT rushes and 4 gates or maybe 5 gates, which I just haven't seen much of at all on my channel, at least on a Legacy of the Void. It's just cheeses are so much easier to hold off as any race, really, just because you can get your economy up and going, get your workers up and going, and your attacks happening and defense abilities up a lot sooner as well. So I don't think we're going to see as many 6 pools, as many cannon rushes. Let's see what the Protoss team does here. I assume they communicated about this beforehand to determine to build, and look at this. Is that a... Oh! Proxy Stargate? It's an Oracle push. A proxy Oracle push. I haven't seen this in a long time on my channel. Protoss players usually... I mean, the difficulty, again, is that if it gets scouted out, the Terran player can get turrets up a lot sooner than they used to be able to in Heart of the Swarm. So that's a problem. Also, the Marine count is a lot higher as well. But the full wall off here, this wall off is because of Adepts. Adepts can get up through areas that only units are holding, but they can't get through buildings. Also, probe scouts are denied this way as well, which is nice, but that's not the main reason. Popping up here is the probe. Get some shots off. Oh, good micro there from the Terran team, getting rid of that probe with some good stutter step. And yes, chrono boosting out that Oracle. The Oracle is going to hop right into this mineral line. Is Kelazhur and StrifeCro, are they going to be ready for it? I don't think they are. There's an engineering bay. So with that, you can build a missile turret, but again, I don't think it's going to happen yet. I really don't. And there's that second Nexus. So again, that is delayed. That is delayed by the Protoss team just because they want to get this Oracle out as soon as humanly possible, or Protossly possible, as a subscriber has requested that I say. And let's follow the Oracle. The Adept is trying to do some harassment at the front, so the attention is there instead of at the back door by this Oracle. And here it comes into the Terran base. Is there anything here to defend against it? No! Oh, there are some Marines, actually. Marines in that mineral line. They were not fully distracted at the front door. The Oracle coming in to see if there are any workers here. No, there is not. Slowly running out of energy, and there we go. Deactivating the Pulsar Beam and just running away, not getting a single kill at all. So again, this is why Quick Harass and Cheese is not as popular in Legacy of the Void, because, again, that was as fast as the Protoss team could get that Oracle out. That was as fast as it could be, and still there were a bunch of Marines in the mineral line. A missile turret was just about up, and the Oracle did nothing. So Protoss delayed their Nexus for no purpose whatsoever. And getting a proxy gateway over here, maybe for DTs to follow up. I don't know. Void Ray on the way. I don't know why you'd go Void Ray. You saw a missile turret up here getting some huge shots on that Oracle. Again, I don't know why you would go a Void Ray just because, again, the Marine count is so high. 14 Marines already. And actually continuing to produce a factory, getting stim, getting +1 attack for those Marines as well. But again, that's a really high count. Oh, sentries get themselves backed into a corner, completely destroyed, forcing a cancel on that gateway as well. And the pylon is going to go down to these Marines. Even without stim, they still hit like trucks. And here comes the Oracle just hunting for something to kill, anything to kill. Does get a single SCV kill. Another SCV kill, taking some shots from that missile turret. Very low on health now. This missile turret positioning is pretty fantastic. I don't think there's anywhere the Oracle can go to kill workers here. But the Void Ray comes in and snipes off this tech lab. Hey, well done, Void Ray. I was going to say, why would you come when there's so many Marines? But the Marines are out on the field, which means the Void Ray is pretty much unopposed right now. There is a Widow Mine in construction. Marine pops out, tried to get some shots off. Void Ray takes care of it. No problem at all. Oracle here with 2 kills, going to come join on in. Going after another add-on. And will it get another tech lab? That would be huge. Canceling this Stim research. Will it be able to get it? No, the repair comes up. And Stim is gonna I think the Void Ray could have gotten it if it focused it down. But no, Stim does finish. What a huge, huge moment there for Kelazhur and StrifeCro under so much attack right now. Taking shots from the missile turrets are these Void Rays. The Marines trying to come in as well. This barracks under fire. Another add-on under fire. Reactor dies immediately to the Void Rays using prismatic alignment. Void Ray is doing 10 damage versus armored, and buildings are considered armored. So they do really well against them. Not as well as against Marines, but in that numbers they do. And the Marines finally find the proxy Stargate. They knew it was there somewhere. They knew it was there somewhere, and they got rid of them. So 2 Void Rays and an Oracle are pretty much the Skytoss army right now. No more units coming out of that Stargate anytime soon. What is the Protoss team going to switch up to here? Robotics facility on the way, Blink being researched, +1 ground armor as well, so pretty good stuff. And the supply depot does go down. Supply blocking the Terran army, slowly trying to whittle down that Terran army again, but +1 attack on the Marines and Stim. It's a little bit too much for pretty much anything in the air in this game. I'm trying to think of something in the air that Mass Marine just doesn't absolutely annihilate. They're good against carriers, they're good against Void Rays, except for this point where Void Rays are kind of abusing the terrain a little bit to pick off outlying structures. Marines cannot fly, which is a problem. Small group of Marines popping up, but the Adepts are ready for them. The Adepts do not have any upgrades, but they can two-shot those Marines with their ability to use Glaive Cannon. Versus Light, they do 23 damage. Here comes, oh, there it is. Actually using, wait, did that stasis? No, I don't think it stasis the Protoss, but the Adepts, again, are faster than Marines as long as they're not stemmed. Marine count slowly being whittled down here. These 2 guys, I'm not sure if the Protoss player knows about them. The Oracle does now. So threw down a stasis ward. Basically, here it is. Places a cloak stasis ward at the target location. Once activated by an enemy ground unit, the ward traps nearby enemies in stasis for 21 seconds. Trapped units cannot be attacked or attack. But here comes the drop. Oh, feedback on the medevacs. Taking them down to very low health indeed. Photon overcharge is up, getting rid of one of the medevacs. And that's a huge help for these Adepts. They're going to come and try to clear this up. And a pickup could happen. The medevac not getting focused down by the photon overcharge. Instead, able to pick up and boost out of there with 38 hit points. The Void Rays are still killing stuff. They're going to actually stop this +1. Can they? No, the SCVs come on in. The +1 armor is going to finish. They sacrifice their own lives to save that engineering bay, and the upgrade is complete. Storm on the way, Templar on the way, Resonating Glaives on the way. If you haven't seen this, this allows the Adepts to increase their attack speed by 45%, which is nice. That's a huge attack speed upgrade. Void Rays again, but this is what you can do when you're in Archon mode. You can, oh, picking off one of the Void Rays though, good micro from Kelazhur and StrifeCro, is just have somebody dedicated to harassing your opponent non-stop. You don't have to worry about forgetting to mule or forgetting, holy smokes, an Oracle is in this space. This Oracle is actually up to 12 kills. I'm surprised the Oracle has done this much with its life. Usually if an Oracle fails that badly on the first attack, they get 0 kills, then they just kind of quit in shame and they're either killed or they just run away and you never see them again. But this Oracle came back, was the little Oracle that could, and actually has ended up with 12 kills, boosting back on here again. Oh no, does get destroyed. The Oracle body falling into the furnace below. Terrible stuff indeed. So 3 base to 3 base on Dusk Towers between Kelazhur, StrifeCro, iNcontroL, and HuK. Resources lost tab, 2,600 minerals, 200 gas for the Terran, 1,400 gas or minerals, and 1,100 gas. That's a lot of dead gas. That's a lot of Oracles, a lot of Void Rays that have died so far for the Protoss. iNcontroL and HuK losing some stuff here, but actually in a pretty good spot, I'd say. They have 62 probes compared to the 56 SCVs. for the Terran. They have Storm, a lot of Storm available here, +1 armor as well for their Adepts. Resonating Glaze, which means the Adepts attack 1.11 seconds. Pretty fast indeed, but here comes a push at the same time from Kelazhur and StrifeCro. 2 medevacs, one of them very low on health. The 38 health medevac is here in the front. Some more friends showing up here though, healing some units that I think stimmed earlier. Warp Prism heading out, and small group of Stalkers going to try to blink down that medevac. Oh my gosh, they got it. They got the medevac. A medevac full of units. The Stalkers are probably going to die. Oh no, 4 of them actually managing to blink away, getting that Observer as well. The Marines are super mad. They're out for blood. Coming up here, but again, the Storm is enough to chase any Bio Army away. They hate Storm. They're not going to come in here with Storm at all. The feedback also, feedback ability on the medevacs, pretty fantastic. A Storm once again on top of those Marines. A little bit of overkill. Warp Prism not doing anything yet. We'll keep an eye on that. But another drop over here. Feedback on the medevac. Super low on energy. A Storm on top of the medevac. And it does kill the medevac. Photon Overcharge and a Stalker should be enough to clean that up as well. Another push coming up. The Observer following these Marines and these Marauders. They're +2/+1 with +3 on the way, but not +2 for that armor. Widowmine has 0 kills. A bit of a disappointing Widowmine, if I do say so myself. Archons and Immortals have been sprinkled in here. I don't know if Immortals are a great choice. Oh, Widowmines. Wrong place, wrong time. Completely getting destroyed there. Is there an Observer with this army? There's an Observer here. So you can't find that last one, but heading back home, Kelazhur and StrifeCro are not happy about this. They see the Storm coming. They see the Adepts coming. Another SCV falls. Charge being researched for the Protoss player. +3/+3 on the way for the Terran, but not quite here yet. Standing and fighting against these Stalkers. The Archon in the back really should be in the front. It's not a good place to engage if you have a ranged army or more of a melee army here. What's the range on that? 3? Not much range at all. Where's the Observer? There was an Observer here. It might have died. Oh, here comes the Zealots with the Warp Prism, trying to kill some stuff, getting cleaned up fairly easily again by those +2 bio units. Storm available on that Templar, just kind of wandering around by itself, can be very dangerous indeed. Did that Widowmine get a kill? No, it actually enacted or enabled itself on that Immortal. So that's fine. No big deal indeed. Stalkers rolling on in, and no, this is a lot of Marines and Marauders. You really don't want to fight that. Your upgrades are good. Oh, Storm, baiting them into the Storm, fully weakening them again. The medevacs are trying to heal, but they only have so much energy available. They can't heal through Storms all day long. Where is that Warp Prism? Did it die? Units tab. More attacks over here. Widowmine shots whiffing on nothing because of the Blink Micro. That is so good. There's the Warp Prism heading on down with 2 Templars. It's going to be a Storm drop. We'll keep an eye on that in the minimap as well. Another shot blinked away. Look at that control. Look at that control. A scan reveals this base. There are Templar here. This small... Oh, just kidding. That's a bigger group than I thought. That is medevacs. Full of units with +3/+3. Almost there as well. They're going to unload, heal up, and go kill this, assuming the Storms aren't just absolutely perfect. iNcontroL and HuK are out of position here. Here they come, stimming right on in. That cannon is no match for the Terran army. A Storm on top of everybody, though. So weakened. Warping in more units, trying to deal with this. The Archon dies before it even warps in. Stalkers show up. Everybody's so low on health because of those Storms. The Templar may have died, but they made the defense of this base possible. Retreating, a full retreat. No medevacs overhead. Blinking on in, taking care of the retreating units. No mercy is being shown by iNcontroL and HuK. More units warping in here on that Warp Prism. Zealots taking down everything in this main base. Templar are here. More and more Zealots warping in. The army retreating back home. Kelazhur and StrifeCro really upset that this is going on. Warp Prism should probably run. A Storm on all of the units running through the Storm. Oh, medevac does get destroyed. Zealots are trying to kill stuff before the army catches up with them. And kind of stuck, actually. Not going to happen much. And that's it, but a big attack on this planetary fortress. Storm on top of the SCVs. Oh, SCV massacre for the ages there. 42 SCVs have died. Planetary fortress dies as well. It is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 base Protoss to 3 base Terran. 3 base Terran is good, but I don't think it is that good, ladies and gentlemen. Liberators on the way as well. Can these Zealots actually get this engineering bay? No, they are distracted by a single Marine. And the rest of the army comes to take care of it as well. So right now it is 148 to 129 total supply. Resources lost tab. 11,500 minerals lost for Terran. 1,600 gas. Only 6,000 minerals and 2,700 gas lost for Protoss. A lot of that gas was early But 42 workers have died so far from the Terran team. Just a brutal, brutal problem. They are absolutely on their back foot, only on 3 bases. This might be a last gasp type effort from Kelazhur and StrifeCro. Liberators coming as well to try to help, but here comes another, is it another Templar attack? It is another double Templar drop. Warping in more Zealots to load up and head on down once again. Storms everywhere. Storms on everything. Liberator taking shots from Photon Overcharge from Storms as well. Defender mode being used to prevent the Protoss player from getting up there, but Storms on the high ground actually doing a lot of damage. A lot of damage there. Adepts taking shots from the high ground at the same time. Mothership Core just spotting. Just spotting. Can they get a Storm off? They're trying. The Templars are trying to find a spot in which to get that off. Here comes another drop. How many SCVs are here? Not that many, and they're all dead now. Because Zealots are mean. They are mean. They do 10 damage, 2 attacks. They just chop up workers like they don't even exist. More Zealots getting warped in, trapping a Marauder up against a factory and killing it. These Marines are trying to micro their little hearts out. Photon Overcharge, a Pylon dies as well. Backing up, just can't really commit to this because there's Storm on the ground. There goes the Storm, there's the pickup, and they can't go anywhere. I don't think they can. They're establishing this base as well, which is nice. Long distance mining, transferring SCVs as well, but the Zealots with charge are just sitting in here killing stuff. They're going after this bunker. They slash it down fairly quickly. They take a lot of damage doing so, but I think that's okay. Getting rid of the bunker was probably worth it. A drop here, a Storm on everything. Wow! That drop is absolutely murdered. This drop as well, taking shots, and that's it. That's a GG from Kelazhur. We'll see if StrifeCro follows up here. Yes, StrifeCro with the GG as well. iNcontroL and HuK are victorious. StrifeCro and Kelazhur have left the game. Yahoo! That was a good one, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Again, I'm just impressed with the early harass that iNcontroL and HuK managed to pull off. I'm not sure which one of those players was doing all the stuff back here with the Void Ray to kill the supply depots, try to kill that engineering bay, just really kept the Terran player on the back foot for a long time. And then that Oracle, that hero Oracle that showed up so early in the game, did absolutely nothing. And then showed up over here, got a bunch of kills, ended up with 12 kills before it died. Just a massive, massive play by that Oracle pilot. More power to it. Are Oracles robots? Or are they actual Protoss? I don't know. Either way, there are Dark Templar here as well, just about to kill an orbital command. Just heavy, heavy losses all throughout the game. Kelazhur and StrifeCro tried to be aggressive as they could, but never really put the hurt on any of these Protoss bases. Tried to take out this base once or twice, was just absolutely denied by these Templar. Fantastic play overall from the Psionic Storm placement. Whoever was doing that, 10 points to them as well. So that's it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, all at /Falcon Paladin. You can also visit my store. There's a link in the description. You can get Falcon Paladin t-shirts and StarCraft 2 shirts that are pretty neat. And as always, until next time, you take care of yourself.